Right, yeah, this is a request from comments. Um, and someone's been pushing this hard the last few days, in the comments. So, yeah, for some reason their name rings a bell to me, but I just looked them up and nothing kind of jumped out at me to why I'd know them. I think I'm just thinking of Mad Season, um, Rain Staley's other band. But, yeah, Mad River, Eastern Light, 1968. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, but I think it's Mad Season that I'm thinking of. But yeah, anyway, let's go. Hmm.
Where does the sun come from? Where does it go? Pretty mama, I think you must know. You come in the morning, you're gone at night. Pretty babe, I think you're the Eastern Light. What is this magic you bring at night? Child, when you leave, I feel so fine. There's nothing less you could do for me. Baby, you speak like a summer I'll wait for you in the woods at dawn. Watch you walk away when the sun goes down. I ask you if you want to spend the night. You say you want to catch the city flight. Listen to me, baby. I want to marry you. No one else understands a thing I do. I'm hoping you decide to stay. It's so hard loving you this your eyes full of lightning, and your hair all undone. Oh, listen to me, baby. I want to marry you. No one else understands a thing I do. I'm hoping you decide to stay. It's so hard loving you this way, this way, this way.
Yeah, that was a tune. You can see this band is quite ahead of their time, really. You can hear that they're a 60s band just off of the sound of the equipment, I think. But really, structurally, and I mean, the guitar playing and all that, really, they sound more like a 70s band. But on there, because I looked them up to, like I say, because the name Mad River just was familiar to me. But I looked them up, nothing was familiar. But it said that they're like a psychedelic band. I suppose in some of the transitions and um, some of the musical parts, I suppose you could say was quite psychedelic. Maybe, definitely not regular on them bits, but actually the song itself, I thought was a very kind of classic sounding. What would be the word? Um, I don't know. It made me think of like your kind of Aretha Franklin type of thing, but then there's a big Zeppelin. That's what I was thinking. Was these before? I think Zeppelin was 67, but like little bits, not massively. I think like the later on vocals sounded a lot more um plant. Um but it was just the way he was phrasing little things that made me think of, yeah, Zeppelin. Um but also what was fire as well is about how the guitar and the music, there's a couple of points where the guitar and the back end kind of almost like they interacted in a couple of moments, like where it was like as if the guitar triggered something in the, yeah, great tune though. But like I say, I think that, yeah, they're definitely ahead of their time, because like listening to that, I if I would have guessed, like I say, maybe I would have guessed that they're a 60s band, but just off of, you can hear that 60s. But then I love this the sound of the 60s, the equipment and that, the kind of not so good equipment. Don't know, I think it has got its own kind of sound and charm. But musically, yeah, I would have said they are a 70s band, like how they structured it. Because like I say, there was the classic side, but there was the um yeah, I suppose there was bits that was kind of not regular, but yeah, I suppose you'd call that psychedelic, and I suppose for the time they would have been. But yeah, yeah. No, this was a great tune. Guitar player's fire. The singer was fire too. But the guitar player, But again, you can just hear it. But again, it's just got its own charm to it. That sound of guitar, it sounded 60s. Like you can just hear the 60s kind of, yeah, kind of ambiance of the guitar. But the guitar player was fire. Yeah, he was incredible. Great guitar player. And that's another thing that would make you think that they're a 70s band. Because really, being a good guitar player like that in terms of a lead guitar player really wasn't important. I suppose getting towards the end of the 60s it become more. But I think the 70s is it's like vital that you have a guitar player in your band and have guitar solos. Whereas the 60s is not, it's more the song. But that's what I mean. You can tell they've got that. Yeah, I'd have probably said 60s as well in terms of the song because the songwriting, it's where you've got that kind of real old school style of writing, but kind of, yeah, really you're seeing the progressions of just like the songwriting of what you hear Elvis sing. And the songwriting's just perfect structure wise, it's perfect in terms of the theme of the words. But it was really the 70s and then obviously the 80s that really played about with all of that. But yeah, you can hear with this band that they have a foot in that old school traditional style of writing still because they're a 60s band ultimately. It's why the Beatles is so fire as well. It's why the Beatles songs is so great because they have come from that era where there was a craft of songwriting. But yeah, nah, this is fire. Was fire. But yeah, that's the reaction.